All fucking righty, what's up everybody? Peter fucking Joseph here for video number 2 on your 2 for Thursday, March the 21st, 2024. Thank you all for watching once again, right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this channel and my other channels down below in the description box. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you dare. And share the video over the internet, don't forget. And please hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything. And if you do, well, you're pretty much SOL. And I think we know what that means by now. But if you don't, you know what it means. Shit out of luck. Ha! And that's pretty much it. And once again, if you're new here, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. And sit back, relax, enjoy the show. And if you like it, great. Hit that thumbs up button. Stick it straight up the wazoo. And if not, thank you for the attention. Thank you for the view anyway. But you can get your ass out of here. And go fuck yourself. And pretty much it for that. We don't like stragglers here. And if you don't like it, too bad. Too bad. You probably get blocked anyway. I don't care. Because there's a lot of real people out there on YouTube that will leave nice comments every once in a while on my channel. I mean, it's nice and all, but if you're going to leave stupid comments and act like a schmuck, then you're just going to get deleted and blocked as well, son. It is what it is. You want to call me a pussy for that, then, well, that's too goddamn bad, because I get way more pussy than you. And that's actual, real-life woman pussy. Human pussy. Not pussy cats or anything like that, because I don't do that shit. Get over that shit already. It is what it is. We're just moving forward and moving on with our lives. And that's pretty much it. I'm not going to dwell on anything. We're thinking positively, and we're going to just move on with our lives. And that's it. Alright. So, in the description box below is my Raw review that I just did a little bit earlier. So, watch that. That should be up in a little bit. And that's that. And we move on with that. Alright, so video number 2 on your 2 for Thursday. As you're watching this on March the 22nd, 2024. Thank you for watching. And hope you have a good Friday. I hope you have a good weekend. It's Palm Sunday weekend. The crucifixion of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ the Lord. As sadly he was crucified, died, and was buried. And then on that great Easter day, he was resurrected. And we're gonna celebrate that next weekend. So it's gonna be great. Baseball season's gonna start around that weekend. Mets and Yankees. Not really caring for you Yankee fans out there, because you don't have your ace pitcher, Garrett Cole, who's gonna be out for about 2 months. See if the rest of the Yankees can stay healthy. I don't think so, but we'll see. And as far as the Mets go, well, they got their big bat tonight. J.D. Martinez, I mentioned that in my last video. 1 year, $12 million deal. So basically a rental. But for probably one of the best DHs in the game. He played for Seattle. He played for Boston. He played for the Dodgers. And now he's playing in Queens for the Mets. And he's going to provide a lot of protection for Mr. Pete Alonso and the rest of that Met lineup, pretty much in the 3 to 6 slot. So, we got all that. So, this weekend is pretty much the final weekend of spring training. The final games, I think the Mets got 3 or 4 more games left. Well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I think Monday, 4 or 5 games left. And then they're going to go up to New York, probably after the game on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, they're going to practice. Practice, man, practice. And at Citi Field, and then Thursday afternoon, the first game of the 2024 season at Citi Field against the Milwaukee Brewers. Not going to be an easy task, but with that rotation, I would even doubt they're gonna take 3 or 4. They might split, which would be okay. 3 out of 4 would be nice, but with that Brew Crew and the Mets rotation the way it is right now, I don't know. I mean, Quintana's gonna pitch opening day, and then you got Sean Manaea in Game 3. Adrian Hauser, the newbie, in Game 4. And who's the second guy? I can't think of his name. Well, Senga's gonna be out till I think May or June, so he's not coming back for a while. I forgot who the number 2 guy is. Let me actually look that up. Let's see the starting rotation. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. Tyler McGill is number 5. Sean Manaea at number 3. Let's see if I can find the actual starting lineup. That's not starting lineup, starting rotation. Oh, here's a good thing for me. That's not the schedule I want. Wrong schedule, dumbass. We get that. All right. So anyway, Mets got a pretty weird schedule to open the first few games. Actually, they got a 3-game series against the Brew Crew. I thought it was 4. But they got that off day because usually they have the home opener, then the opening day dinner. They usually do for the fans and everything. Well, some of the fans, or some of the elite, if you will. So we got that. So next weekend, opening day this coming Thursday. That's an afternoon game, and pretty much it's afternoon games. And then March the 30th, and then March March the 31st. We got that. Then they stay at home and they play the Detroit Tigers in interleague play. Then they go to Cincinnati on WrestleMania weekend. Oh, you're gonna watch that? No, I'm gonna watch the Sunday game. It's the April the 7th game. That's in Cincinnati. Probably about 1:30 start, somewhere around there. I might watch that. Might be on SNY or maybe Channel 11. I don't know, but anyway. After that, then they go to hot Atlanta, to face those Braves. So, JD's going to get excited. Yeah, to lose. We got that, and we got that. Then they come back home to face Kansas City for the weekend after WrestleMania. So that's the 12th, 13th, and 14th. Then they play the Pittsburgh Pirates at home. Then they go on the road for their little West Coast trip against the Dodgers. That's going to be a mess of a series because the Dodgers are going to annihilate them. Probably. We'll see. Actually, see if they even face Yamamoto-san and Otani-san. We'll see. Then they go to the San Francisco to face the Giants. Maybe face Blake Snell. Oh, I hope not, but we got that. Then they end the month of April at home, 3-game series at the end of April against the St. Louis Cardinals. Then a 4-game series at home to finish the month of April against the Cubbies. And for all you people that want to know when the Subway Series is, it's June. That's the end of June. And then the 23rd and 24th of July. That might be an interesting little date. But we got that. And the Mets season ends in October in Milwaukee. So they start at home against Milwaukee, and then they finish in Milwaukee, which means the good land. And the final games against the Braves are at the end of September. They face the Phillies for the last time in September. Same thing in September at home and in Philly. and then they face the final time Washington in the middle of September. And the All-Star break is July the 16th. I think that's the 16th. Yeah. And I don't even know where the All-Star game is. I care less. And then after the All-Star break, they're going to be in Miami for 4. Then they come home, pretty much, for the Yankees. Then they finish off July at home. Big 4-game series with the Braves. Then they face the world champs, the Texas Rangers. Maybe we see DeGrom. I don't know. Maybe some other people. I don't know. But yeah, the schedule doesn't look that bad. The first month of the season, not that bad. That Atlanta series is going to be a little tough. I mean, the opening series is going to be tough as well. Dodgers series and the West Coast trip at the end of April, really tough. And then I think those games against St. Louis and the Cubbies, we'll see. But I think the first 2 months might be a little tough for the Metsies, but we'll see what happens with that. If they can stay in contention by the All-Star break, they have a chance for one of those wild cards. But I think with that rotation, it's not, even when Senga does come back, probably by May or June, depends where the Mets are. They might, make a deal at the trade deadline at the end of July. And then maybe if they're in contention, maybe they make a move to go on a playoff run, or they stand pat and try to go for the playoffs. But I think realistically, they're going for 2025, maybe getting Soto, a couple other free agents that might be around. But depends on what Uncle Stevie and David Stearns has to say, but we got that. But I'll talk about more baseball on Monday with my baseball review, and that's pretty much it. And I'm not doing it with the statistic book this year, I'm just doing it off the top of my head. So, we get that. But football, hopefully football season coming around in end of July, and pretty much in August, I will be ordering the yearbook for football, and we'll see what happens with that. But we'll get there later. But don't forget, Monday afternoon, Monday evening, we'll talk some baseball, and Mets and Yankees and everything else. So stay tuned for that. And for all you Yankee fans, good luck. I wish Issa luck for the Yankees. She's a big Yankee fan, and, we're going to go to war this season, but I'm going to be respectful this season. I'm not, be a schmuck, but, because she'll yell at me and kick my ass in not a great way, but, I might like it, but maybe not. Anyway, we move on with that. Alright, so we'll talk about baseball later, and that's that. Alright, really quickly before we end the night, as I'm pre-recording this, because by the time you see this, I'll be in bed. Anyway, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, video number 2 for your Ring of Honor TV review for March the 21st, 2024. Don't even know where I'm emanating from. Don't care. Some shithole in America. Pretty much. Alright, this is episode number 56 of Ring of Honor on Honor Club TV. And it wasn't a bad show. It wasn't that bad. We had the semifinals of the Ring of Honor Women's World TV Championship Tournament. We now have the finalists of the tournament. I think I already mentioned it last week. That are going to face off at Supercard of Honor. So, we got that. Alright, so we started off with the tournament matches in the semifinals. My girl, Billy Starks, taking on Mercedes Martinez with the hottie herself, Diamante, at ringside. Mercedes beat the crap out of Billy, but somehow Billy Starks beat Mercedes Martinez, a former women's champion of her own right, before Athena took that belt and basically said, I'm not going to give up the belt anytime soon. As she's going to be taking on Hikaru Shida at Supercard of Honor on April the 5th. So we got that. So Billy Starks gets the win, and the match gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And who will she meet? Well, it'll be between Queen Amanada, the one and only, taking on Red Velvet from your mama's kitchen. Decent match. In the end, Queen Amanada is going to the finals to face Billy Starks. I said that last week, so I wanted to reiterate it. So, they will face off at Supercard of Honor in Philly for the inaugural Women's World Television Championship. And I hope and pray that Billy Starks gets that belt. She should have got the Women's World title, but I guess she'll get the consolation prize at Supercard of Honor, winning the inaugural belt. And then maybe they do something with her and Athena. Again, maybe like a fourth match, but we'll get to that in a second. But both matches I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, so little quick thoughts on this episode of Ring of Honor. Alright, then we go to the back with Lexi Nair and her special guest, the Woman on Fire, Kiera Hogan. Basically saying that she was feeling hyped about winning the Four Corner Survival match last week. And, she's like, whoever wins the Ring of Honor Women's TV title tournament, she's got next. So she's calling her shot, basically. So it looks like we might see Billy Starks and Kiera Hogan in Billy Starks' first possible title defense. So Kiera calls out Diamante for a match next week. And says, I'll see you later. So, foreshadowing on that. We'll get to that in a little bit as well. So, I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to match number 3. Lee Johnson, that's Julia Hart's husband, taking on some guy named London Lighting. Who are you? Ah! You know, who the fuck is this guy? London Lighting. Sounds like a company in London. But anyway, Lee Johnson gets the win. I didn't give a shit. So 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. So probably some enhancement talent or jobber. So anyway, Lee Johnson gets the win, and that's pretty much it. All right, then we go to the back once again with Lexi Nair. This time, her guests are Taya Valkyrie and Johnny Nitro, Johnny TV, Johnny Mundo, whatever you want to call him. So Lexi's like, hey, we're the boys, the Tate twins. As we saw last week, Taya and Dalton had an altercation last week. Dalton's like, where are my boys? Where are my boys? And he's like looking around, and he can't find them, obviously. And Taya's like, well, they're around somewhere. So anyway, Lexi's like, where are they? And Taya and John are like, well, we've had some technical difficulties with the boys. We can't find them. And then they say that the boys were kidnapped by a bear. I wonder what bear that will be. Smoking Bear? No. Was it, Bernard the Friendly Bear? With Cody back in Ring of Honor? Who, I don't even know who that guy was. That guy was weird. I don't think we ever knew who that guy actually was. I think we did, maybe we did. I don't remember. Anyway. Who cares? Blah, 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 blah. So, they said the boys got kidnapped by a bear. And then Dalton Castle, the Peacock. He appears from out of nowhere and still crying. Because basically, Brendan and Brandon Tate are kidnapped. He's like, where are my boys? You kidnapped my boys! So this feud continues on. I still think that we're going to get a match at Supercard. Dalton and Johnny once again, and I guess the winner gets back the boy. If Dalton wins, he gets back the boys, and if Johnny wins, he keeps the boys, and Dalton can never get him again. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't really care. This feud's gone on too long, and it needs to end. And we get that. Alright, then we go to match number 4. We go back to the ladies. And, we got Hikaru Shida. So, taking on Rachel Ellering. And, we had Athena watching from ringside. A pretty decent match in the end. Hikaru Shida gets the win, and she stares at Athena. So maybe we'll get a new champ. I doubt it. I still think Billy Starks might finally be the one to do it. I said that since Final Battle. She should have won a Final Battle. I don't understand why she didn't win. But right now, Athena's getting close to 2 years as champ. The only woman to actually even do that. I mean, really, my girl Kelly Klein kind of held the belt for, I think, over a year. But it is what it is. Well, Kelly Klein is pretty much out of wrestling now, and that sucks! Thanks to that schmuck B.J. Whitmer and Joey Mercury. And in turn, Joe Goff! You got rid of probably one of the best women's wrestlers in Ring of Honor history, and you fucked that up. But still, Kelly Klein is my sweetheart. And she knows Andre Corbeil too. Well, she did at the time, but I still remember the day I actually met her. It's like, my friend, you did an interview with my friend Andre Corbeil. He does a YouTube show. He goes, "Oh yeah, I know Andre." I go, "Yeah, I know him too. I've known him for a long time." So it's like, "Oh yeah, I saw the interview. It was great." Blah blah blah. So it's like, "Yeah, he was a good guy. It was a great interview." Blah blah blah. So took the picture, which is on my Facebook page, and and you say I don't meet people. So, no, it's not Make-A-Wish. People keep thinking that you're probably your Make-A-Wish kids yourself. It is what it is. I'm just a very important Peter. That's pretty much it. Mr. VIP himself. Thank you very much. We move on. Alright, so Hikaru Shida gets the win. And he's on the collision course with Athena for the Ring of Honor Women's title. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the back once again. Lexi Nair interviews Diamante. And basically says that Billy Stark's win against Mercedes Martinez was a fluke. Then says that her and Mercedes were the next in line. Well, you're not now. So after that, Diamante says, "I accept Kiera Hogan's challenge." So their match will be on the program next week. So we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. I'm not giving any ratings right now, so next time I'll give ratings. We'll get that. Alright, then we go back to some wrestling action. I believe this is match number 5. Matt Sydal and TJ Crawford. Don't know who that guy is. But anyway, Matt Sydal gets the win. Namaste. And that's pretty much it. Then we get a promo from the Madman himself, the Ring of Honor World Champion, for now, former AEW Continental Classic Champion, after he lost to Okada this past Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite. So Eddie cuts a promo backstage. It's probably, I think, one of his best promos so far. He recalled a phone call he got from his mentor, Mr. 187 Homicide of LAX. Brett! Who asked him what happened to the old Eddie, the aggressive Eddie of old, from the old school Dragon Gate days, the old school, Ring of Honor days, when he was a freaking madman. Because that guy could have retained the Continental Classic Championship against Okada. So then Eddie sends out a warning to the Funky Chicken himself, Mark Briscoe, says that you could not lose again, and promises to do anything, and he means anything, to retain that belt. So we'll see what happens with that. Probably hear from Mark next week. And that's pretty much it. Eddie's losing the belt. Eddie is losing the belt. Finally gonna pull the trigger with Mark. Give him the belt that he should have won from Claudio if he didn't get his knee injury last year. So, He's finally gonna win the big one, win that brass ring, and be a world champion like his great brother, you great man up there, Jay Briscoe. Reach for the sky, boy. And finally, he will be the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. And don't know if his feud with the House of Black is going to continue on into his Ring of Honor title defenses. But we'll see what happens with that. I hope he holds the belt for a long time, like a year, like not Mark, Jay did. He held it for I think a year before losing, pretty much a year since, and then lost the belt to Jay Lethal at that epic match at Best in the World 2015, which I was at. It was a great night. That was great. That match was match of the year for 2015. Great, but it was in a shithole fucking place like Terminal 5, which used to be called Club Exit. And Final Battle 2014 was it 14 or 15 was there too. But that was in December. But they had the heat on, which was okay. But Best in the World 2015 was in the summer, and basically almost everybody was about to die because they have no air conditioning. I almost fainted at that show right near the end of the night. One, I had to go to the bathroom, so it was during. I think it was a Motor City's Machine Guns match against. I think it was Daniels and maybe Kazarian. I forget, but I went to the bathroom during the match, came back, and thankfully I got a Sprite on the way back. So I started drinking it because I was basically almost dehydrated. But somehow survived and, got through the night. Saw Jay Lethal win the world title and hold it for over a year, 420-something days. That was a great year for Jay Lethal, basically. 2015 into 2016. That was great. Good times. He fought Roddy. Roddy almost beat him on his birthday of all days. But he didn't. So we move on with that. Alright, so we'll see what happens with Mark and Eddie Kingston next week on the program. And that's it. Alright, then we go to the Minions in Training. Lexi Nair, my girl Billy Starks, and the women's champion Athena. So they're talking backstage about Billy advancing to the finals of the Ring of Honor Women's TV title tournament. And Athena defending her Ring of Honor Women's Championship against Hikaru Shida at Supercard of Honor. So Athena starts ranting at Lexi and Billy for talking about Shida just because she beat her in the past. That's longer than a year or so ago. But anyway, Billy is surprised by this and asks Athena if she actually beat her, to which Athena just responds by saying, "Shut up, Billy." Don't know what that was about, but we get all that, and we move on. Alright, then your main event, your main event of Ring of Honor TV, episode 56. We had Anna Jay, the woman with a flat ass and a mean attitude, going out with Jack Perry, Mr. Real Glass himself, that the scapegoat of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Got that. So she takes on the Ring of Honor debut of my girl from New Japan, not New Japan, from Stardom, multiple time Stardom champion, or different titles that she's won. Pretty much the leader of Club Venus. So many groups that she's led, and that is my girl Mina Shirikawa. Yes. Oh, gotta love that lovely Japanese chick. That's one of my Japanese chicks, ladies and gentlemen. I have 4 of them. Actually, I have a lot of them, but she's one of them. It's not on my top 3, not my top list, per se, but we all know my top list of hotties are my Asian triple threat, Asuka, Kairi, and Io. And pretty much Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné at number 4. Abimio at number 5, and Pieter at number 6. And then we will go down the line after that. We'll move on with that. But anyway, so Mina Shirikawa in her Ring of Honor debut against Anna Jay. Pretty decent match, but I said that she lost and I was pissed. But, I had to reread my notes. I'm old, so that is what it is. But Mina Shirikawa wins her Ring of Honor debut. Yes! And I hope to see more, Tony Khan! Man, please sign her. Please, for the love of God. I want a Stardom New Japan Union. Give me that at Forbidden Door. In June, I think it's June or July, in Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium in Queens, New York City. Give me that, Tony Khan. Give me Mina Shirakawa versus fucking Mercedes Moné. Give me what I want. Or you get Miyu Yamashita versus Mercedes Moné. That would slap hard. Because we're not going to get Mercedes versus Julia. No. As much as I would love to see that. But I think we're going to see Willow Nightingale and Mercedes, I don't know when, maybe a Dynasty. Because it looks like they're leading up to it. Even though they're kind of like stalemates, and they're at a stalemate right now. Mercedes helped Willow and Chris Statlander last week. This week, Willow almost had a chair at Mercedes' face, and then Mercedes does a promo in the back before talking to Statlander, who stood up to her. He says, "You're not my business right now." So looks like we're gonna get Willow versus Mercedes in a rematch from New Japan Strong from last year before Mercedes broke her ankle and almost was out of wrestling. That would have sucked. And that's it. So we got the rematch from last year's Battle in the Valley, but no New Japan Strong Women's title on the line because Willow is not the champ. I don't even know who the champ is. I don't follow New Japan Strong, so I don't know. So we got that. But Mina Shirakawa from Stardom gets the win over Anna Jay. Loved it. Great way to end the show. Makes me happy. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so that is it for Ring of Honor TV episode number 56. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments section if you watch the show. Or if you like Ring of Honor, then put a comment down there anyway. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I am out of here. I'm going to, by the time you see this, I'll probably be in bed. So enjoy your Friday. I'm off tomorrow because I gotta go to the doctor in the morning. So, gotta do what you gotta do, just for a checkup. Nothing major. I do got another one next week, but that's just for a blood test. So, gotta get a blood test next week, and that's it. And then pretty much, I'm good for most of the month of April. So I'll be just chilling for April. I do gotta take the wrestling cat for a blood test herself. So not only do I gotta get a blood test, but my great cat, the wrestling cat, the official wrestling cat, is going for a little blood test and to see about her thyroid levels. Hopefully they will be stabilized, so they don't have to up the dosage of her pills. So see what happens with that. But she's good. She's gonna be 11 years old. Damn, that's old. But she's doing good. She loves you all. Well, most of you, not all of you, but she loves all of you anyway. And that's pretty much it. She's sleeping right now on the couch. She's so peaceful, But it is what it is. Alright guys, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. I will be back tomorrow with your TNA review. Coming back. I didn't do it last week, but I would do TNA tomorrow afternoon. So stay tuned for that right here on the channel. and then later your SmackDown review later Friday night. Once again here on the channel. So a 2 for your Friday, and if any news comes your way tomorrow, I will be here to provide that to you. And that's pretty much it. One last thing before I leave. My prayers go out to Maurice. She put up on Instagram that, she had that really scary, disease in her uterus and everything that she had surgeries for. She wrote on Twitter that she is, tumor-free, which is a great sign. And, she has to get some rest, and then she has to do some follow-ups. So she looks like to be on the road to recovery. So that's great news for Maurice. So, prayers go to Maurice and Mike Mizanin, the Miz, and their family. So, great sign for Maurice. And, get the rest, Maurice, and stay true to yourself. Stay well. And, hopefully you can remain tumor-free. That doesn't come back. And, see what happens with that. But, prayers go out to Maurice. Great news for her and the Miz and the family. So, that's all that matters. So, great news to hear. So, I want to end off with some positivity and some great news. And that's Maurice is tumor-free. So, she's just got to get some rest, do some follow-ups, and hopefully nothing comes back. But we'll see what happens with all that. Alright, so that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your Kokut. And if you're not down with that, that's just too goddamn bad. Because the prophecy, the greatest thing since sliced bread and the purge, we were better than you, and you really fucking know it. We all got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow. And until next time, peace, bitches.